Homework for Wednesday. Solve these equations. Okay, so we're balancing these equations again. So we draw our line down our equal side and we look at which side is complete. 30 plus 3 equals 33. What times 3 gives us 33? That's 11. Next one, draw our line down the equal sign. We're trying to figure out this side, so we have to solve this side first. These parentheses tell us we need to solve that number first, that equation first. So 1 times 3 is 3. Then we multiply that by 6, which is 18. 6 times 3 is 18. So what over here times 3 will give us 18? Well, we kind of just did it. That's 6. All right, and 42 minus blank equals 3. So we have to figure out what can we take away from 42 that's going to give us 3. Well, it's going to be a pretty big number because we're getting all the way down to 3. So here's a way to do that. Do 42 minus 3. Got to borrow a little bit. 12, 11, 10, 9. 3 minus 0 is 3. So 42 minus 39 is 3. Let's check and make sure that's right. 42 minus 39, got to do some borrowing. 12 minus 9, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3 minus 3 is 0. There we go. All right, the next one, we have to figure out which property is represented in these equations. So we have commutative, neither, identity, and associative. So we got to kind of refresh our brain of what commutative is. Commutative is same numbers, different order. Identity is multiplying anything by 1 or adding plus 1 to, adding 0 to get its same identity. And the associative is same numbers, same order, different grouping. So we have 12 times 0 times 1 equals 12. So it's keeping its same value. That's the identity property. 3 times 4 times 5 equals 3 times 4 times 5 with different grouping. Is it A, commutative, or D, associative? Which one is same numbers, same order, different grouping? That's D. 3 times 4 times 5 equals 5 times 4 times 3. Same numbers, different order. That's a commutative property. All right, got another measurement time question. Which has the longest elapsed time? There might be more than one answer here. We have to see. So what we have to do is figure out how much time has elapsed in all of these options. So from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, how many hours went by? So I'm going to my handy dandy number line, 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. I can jump 1 hour. That will be 3 o'clock. I can jump another hour, and that's going to be 4 o'clock. So my elapsed time for that is 2 hours. 2:30 to 3:30. 2:30 to 3:30. Okay, if I make an hour jump, that's all that's going to be, 1 hour. So from 2:30 to 3:30 is 1 hour. So I can eliminate that because we're looking for what has the longest elapsed time. C, 1:30 to 4:15. 1:30 to 4:15. So I can make an hour jump. 1:30 plus an hour is 2:30. I can make another hour jump because 2:30 plus 1 hour is 3:30. I cannot make another hour jump because that would take me to 4:30, which would be way too far. So I can do 30 minutes because that's easy to jump in my head. So 3:30 plus 30 minutes is 4 o'clock. From 4 to 4:15 is 15 minutes. So now I add up all my time. 1 hour plus 1 hour is 2 hours. 30 plus 15 is 45. So that's 2 hours, 45 minutes. So I can go back and eliminate A because I know that can't be it because this is now the longest one. So let's check. 1:35 to 4:20. almost the same time, just like 5 minutes off maybe. Or maybe we're going to see what happens with the time. So let's jump an hour. 1:35 plus an hour is 2:35. Notice my minutes are staying the same. 2:35 plus an hour, 3:35. 3:35 can't jump an hour because that would take me to 4:35, which is past our time. But I can jump, let's see here, I can jump 30 minutes, but that's not a friendly number, so I can jump 25 minutes, and that will take me to 4 o'clock. And then plus 20 gets me to 4:20. So let's add those up. 1 hour plus 1 hour is 2 hours. 25 plus 20 is 45. So that one equals 2 hours and 45 minutes as well. So C and D are our answers. Okay, next question. Michael's favorite show begins at 2 p.m. If the clock shows the time now, how much longer does Michael have to wait for his show to start? So, we have to find the elapsed time here. And we got to look at this clock really closely to figure out what time it's showing us. The shorthand is on the 10, and the minutes hand is on the 2. So this would be 5 minutes, this would be 10 minutes. So the time is 10:10. His show starts at 2 p.m. We got to figure out how long he's got to wait. We're finding the elapsed time. So I'm going to go on my number line and show 10:10. And we're going to make jumps to 2 o'clock. So let's make some jumps. I can do an hour jump, which would be 11:10. Okay, I can do another hour jump, which would be 12:10. I can do another hour jump, which would be 1:10. But I can't do another hour jump because that would take me to 2:10, which is past the time I need to get to. So I'm going to add 50 minutes on here because I know 10 plus 50 equals 60 minutes, which would take me to 2 o'clock. So I'm going to add 50 minutes, and that's going to take me to 2 o'clock. So let's add up our time. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 50 minutes. Make sure you're showing your work, okay? I want to see you practicing those number lines. Alright, the next one we have 6 times 7 and 6 times 7D. So these are some tricky facts. We got to make sure we know our multiplication facts. So 6 times 7, 42. 6 times 7D, we just add that 0 on the end of our product, 420. Another tricky one, 8 times 6 and 80 times 60. So first we got to know 8 times 6 is 48. And then here we have 2 zeros, so 48 with 2 zeros is 4,800. Okay, social studies. While driving through Virginia, you see apple orchards and signs for freshly picked apples. Which regions could you possibly be driving through? Remember, there's more than one region that have apples as the main product. A, Blue Ridge, B, Valley and Ridge, C, Piedmont, D, Coastal Plain. Here's your hint. Apples grow on ridges. So A, Blue Ridge, B, Valley and Ridge. Number 2. If you just drove over the York River and continued south, which major Virginia river would you pass by next? So here's where I have my little saying. Please remember your jobs. And my compass rose, north, south, east, west. So if we were on the York and continued south, which river would that be? That starts with a J. Number 3, which cities can you find along the fall line? Both of them are capitals. Number 4, which were not items the settlers traded to the Indians? So think, what did the settlers not have? Did the settlers have corn? No, that's an answer. Did the settlers have metal tools? Yes, so we can eliminate because we're looking for which ones are not items. Did the settlers have leather? Not really, because that was a Native American piece of clothing. D, metal pots. Oh wait, so sorry. We'll choose C because we're looking for which ones are not. And D, metal pots. The settlers did have those, so they did not trade them.